Alright, today we are back in Timeless looking at a very, very fun brew that I've adapted from another deck that I've seen. This is quote-unquote Black Belcher, and we are a deck that is doing two main combo paths. Number one is this really cool Beseech the Mirror combo, where we use Beseech the Mirror, finding our Mizzix's Masteries to recast Beseech the Mirrors, while we have a Sedgemoor Witch on board, which allows us to make a token every time we cast a spell. So Beseech finds Beseech, that Beseech finds another one, and then we basically just have cast all of our Beseeches out of the deck, and then we go find Mizzix's Mastery to cast those Beseeches out of the graveyard. So basically, we have 4 mirror casts, we have 4 Mizzix's Mastery casts, but each Mastery recasts a mirror. So that's essentially 12 Storm right there, and we can just go into a Tendrils of Agony after that, which gives us, I believe, about 24 to 26 damage. And that should be one way that we can kill our opponent. We can also shift to a fair game plan and find Shieldred or the One Ring if the kill is not possible or we don't have the Witch. And from there, we should be able to, also kind of drain our opponent out. Plus, we are a Bowmaster's deck, so we can have some game against those draw-heavy decks. And then the other thing that we can do is we can become a Charbelcher deck as well, because if we have a Charbelcher in hand and a Beseech the Mirror, well, that Beseech the Mirror can just go find an Ironcrag Feat, and that will essentially be just as good for us as anything else that we could want to do. One thing that I'm going to actually do here is we do need to go down 4 of these lands and pick up 4 black lands, and we'll craft our final Hagra Mauling here. Because we're basically just a red splash, and Ironcrag Feat is not meant to be cast off of our red mana in deck. So yeah, this is kind of how we want to be doing things. It's the only red card that we expect to play other than our Scatterskull Smashings and Valakut Awakenings. Valakut Awakening is pretty notable though, because we may or may not want to end up casting one of these, as it can help us put things back into our deck that we need for our combo turn. Now, the other thing that we can do here is play Necropotence off of a Beseech the Mirror. This might just be a good value play for us. It can be accelerated turn 1 with Dark Ritual, and that's going to help us just get to a point where we can decide to pay 99% of our life total in order to draw a bunch of cards and try to combo the following turn. This can be cast on our opponent's, or we can activate this on our opponent's end step, and that can be a way that we win the game. Unfortunately, with Necropotence, our Beseech the Mirror line is like null and void there, so we do need to go for the Belcher kill at that point. And yeah, we'll just kind of have to go about it that way, so it will constrain our options if we do decide to play Necropotence. But, this is going to be an interesting brew today. I imagine that we're just going to face aggro deck after aggro deck and get curb stomped. But if we can get a game, or maybe even 2 if we're lucky, of actually kind of doing what we want to do, that will be a whole lot of fun. So let's hop into some games with quote-unquote Black Belcher and see if it can do anything for us. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Timeless format, because I certainly have. If you're finding my channel for the first time, one huge thing that you can do for me is to just subscribe. Helps me out. It's super free and easy. And also, if you're a returning subscriber, you can like the video and comment letting me know what you're up to in Historic, because that helps me so much with the algorithm. But enough of that out of the way. Let's try to get some games in with this deck and see if Black Belcher has a place in the new Timeless format. Here we go. Alright, this is our round 1 here. We do actually open up a Charbelcher hand, which is fun. And we have enough mana in order to play our Beseech. I'm going to keep this hand. So we'll start off with some tapped lands, I suppose. And I think I'm going to try to hold that Valakut Awakening to be used as a spell. Dark Ritual. We could actually just play a Shieldred here. Give our opponent something to deal with. They are on some red-green type of beat. You know what? Let's give it a try. It's not so often that we're going to be able to turbo out a Shieldred like this. You know what? I actually could have just played Belcher. And then this would have been a turn 3 Belcher kill if they didn't have removal. Yeah, so we're drawing a Charbelcher to remind me of the fact that I've just misplayed. Okay. We'll put in this 3rd land, attack in with Shieldred, and We get to do a Belcher anyway next turn. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, we're new to the format. There's some new play patterns happening. Yeah, didn't even realize that was a possibility. We would have won the game by now. That's pretty funny. Definitely do not make that mistake if you decide to play this deck. My mistake will be your learning moment. We are going pretty heavy with the Rage Forger Harmonic Prodigy combo here. That is a lot of damage pointed at our face. We'll let them go in. We go to 18, 17, then down to 13. Alright, so if we go down to 10 here, do we survive? Yeah, we do. We can block with Shieldred. Pay the 3 life. There's a Belcher for you. Alright, so we win in our upkeep, potentially. Let's see if they have artifact removal. That'll be the only thing that makes this very hard for me. Here comes the pathway. And do you have any other Rage Forgers in hand? It is a Harmonic Prodigy, and I pray it's not a Rage Forger. I think this Rage Forger does kill us, right? That is 3 triggers per thing, times 4 is 12 on the nose. Yeah, so we are actually done for. This could have been a win if the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, only 2 creatures level 1/1 counters. I am so confused. Okay. Yeah, so we actually go to 1 here. Okay, cool. No, we're dead. Why was... Oh, the Rage Forge itself was attacking. Okay. Absolute, like, clusterfuck of a game right here by me. I'll include it just so that you can laugh at the misplay. But do know that, yeah, turboing a Belcher, pretty good opportunity as well. Would have won this one on game 3. But with that out of the way, let's hop into round 2 and try to do it right. Here we go. All right, here we go. This is our round 2 starting up. We have a 3-lander here that it does include our Sedgemoor Witch. It unfortunately doesn't include more than 1 black mana, so it's going to be awkward once we get our... once we find our Beseech. However, this does have Bowmasters to kind of start off being annoying with, so I'll give it a try. Let's keep this 7. Opponents also kept 7, so we'll see what they got for us. Ooh, this is going to be an aggro build. This might be hard. We are not a quickly moving deck, so that's going to be a problem here. We can draw an untapped land here, or we can just have to ship the turn for turn 3. Gonna be one of the two. Knock to face. Okay, they really want us dead. There's the Beseech we were talking about. Valakut Stoneforge in. We're gonna have to use this Orcish Bowmasters probably as a chump blocker over the next couple of turns. They haven't gone, like, super at our face yet, which is good. Sedgemoor Witch's life gain off of the little tokens is going to be nice as well. Let's see what we can do about that. Realmbreaker. Oh my gosh, is that what we're doing? That's crazy. We'll put this in tapped and then use Bowmasters. And then next turn, we do get the Sedgemoor Witch, which feels nice. Thoughtseize will be able to give us some creature blocking capabilities. Authority of the Consuls. Not sure how I feel about that, but okay. Monastery Swiftspear does not seem to be the main thing that they're going for in this situation. They're going to mill us. We do not have any... lands pretty much. We'll hit the Swiftspear, see if they want to try to prowess anything out. If they attack, I'm just definitely not blocking. This is more or less to just try to get them not to attack. They do attack, we'll just take it. We want to play around whatever it is they could be having here, and let's play a Sedgemoor Witch here. That will allow us to gain some life back off of the Thoughtseize. And I think that I attack in with the Bowmasters here. We'll see if they decide to draw cards down the line. Definitely a Brew that I don't recognize. Out of the opponent here. What is happening? We need two more black mana sources here. Draw, draw. Oh, this feels nice. So we can go ahead and just probably do these to face because the, well, actually no, I'm going to damage the Swift Spear. I was going to say we could do them to the face because our Orc army is going to grow. But I don't think we want to do that. So they're going to just use Realm Breaker here to try to get some value. We haven't milled over anything that we care about too badly. There's one of our 2 tendrils. Now we're starting to care. At least we have a Sedgemoor on the battlefield right now. So eventually Realmbreaker will break us. But that's if we just don't find a Belcher in time, or if they start to mill over the Beseech the Mirrors. At least we have that Belcher backup. I think that'd probably be actually, I guess I could attack with the Sedgemoor, which it does have Menace. We'll go in. No blocks. And we get to hold up Orcish Bowmasters here, or we can make a token with Sedgemoor Witch. I think that'll probably just chill here. So one more black mana does it for us. That would be a combo turn. If we don't get it, then we get to play a Shieldred, and then we just get to go to Value Town. Oh. Sulfim Mayhem Dominus. So we're going to deal double damage to everything. Got it. And this is to a permanent I control. Doubles damage to permanents. Got it. I'm a little worried. Resolve, resolve. They will actually gain a decent amount of life off this Authority of the Consuls. We're going to have to try to keep their life total a little bit softened. So let's see. If I cast 12... So if I go through my Beseech line, that makes 12 casts is 12 creatures, but at some point we're going to have... Yeah, so it'll just be 12 creatures, so they'll gain 24 life. So it's actually not enough what we're going to be able to do to them. We might as well get Bowmasters out. That makes our token able to tangle with Sulfim. Damage to face. They go up in life, unfortunately. And we'll move to our turn. Valakut Awakening. Do we want to play that or just go Shieldred? I think we just want to go Shieldred. That can come in tapped. Blah, blah, blah. You do your thing. We will attack for 4. And I'm thinking that I might just hold the Valakut Awakening right now. We can look for our extra land that way. I think that'll probably be a good way to go about this. Let's see if they block with Sulfim. We can also just block with Shieldred since we have another one in hand. We can also get the one ring out and try to draw. That is probably better, actually, than doing anything else. So we'll pass. Opponent goes to 14 here. Now our Shieldred is putting pressure on their life total. If they find removal, they'll probably use it on her. Maybe they'll use it at face. I don't really know. It's going to be a race to the finish line here. We are surprisingly in this against a red-based aggro deck. This kind of feels a bit more like control, though, out of opponent. They drew a land. That's good for me. If they attack in, we have pretty solid blocks and can put them near to lethal. So it's not a good idea for them to attack. Maybe they go in with Sulfim, but I'd definitely make a trade to kill him. Or I would actually probably just block here. I do a lot of damage on the crackback. And they're starting to rope here without activating Realmbreaker, so it may be the case that they have left. And that might just mean that we've won here. Oh no, they do decide to activate Realmbreaker. There goes a black land that we would have loved to have. Let's move on. We draw Tendrils of Agony, gaining some life here. And because we don't have anything to work with, it's going to be the one ring out of me. And we will activate now, since we have Shieldred on the battlefield, and we are looking to draw cards. Necropotence is strong, but I mean, if we get our third If we get our third source of black mana, we're just going to beseech kill. We'll see if they want to trade here. They may be thinking about blocking here. They obviously can't play anything. Alright, they go to 10, now to 8 with Shieldred. I think that they're probably just looking for whatever their combo kill piece is going to be. We have protection this turn. They've drawn another land, which is just amazing for us. We lose a life here, but it's fine. We're going to go up once we draw for Shieldred. They're going to make us mill. You got it. There's our Charbelcher. We'll draw some, we'll gain some life here. And can we kill with Tendrils anytime soon, I'm wondering. Beseech is not happening yet. Let's draw a little bit. Thoughtseize finds a third black source, which means that we can set up for a kill here. Nothing that I do results in the death of any of their creatures, so what we'll do is go in like so. If they block anything that is not these two Bowmasters, it puts them to a really low life total, so we'll just do it like this. Soulfim trades with Shieldred. Swift Spear probably blocks the 4/4. They take 2. Awesome. And then that's just backup Shieldred here to close the game. Shieldred will negate their 2 authority triggers, and they're going to need to find a card here. Hopefully this means that we've brought them to the end. Here's Realmbreaker again trying to mill me out. They actually are very close to 9 mana. This is almost Realmbreaker combo, which is crazy. Okay, looks like we got it. Pretty solid game there. I feel like we really slowed the game down. Granted, it was against a opponent whose deck wasn't really functioning all that greatly, but it ended up working for us, and we'll take it. So that's round 2 in the bag. Got the control plan down. Let's hop into round 3. All right, here we go. This is our round 3. We have a Goblin Charbelcher that we can get on turn... Well, I guess technically it'd be turn 3. I'm into the idea, though. Let's give it a try. Alright, so we're setting up for Pelakka Predation plus Ritual. That'll be our third land, and I think actually we might have this. That's crazy. So here's our third land. Here's a Ritual to make 4 mana. That's a Belcher on turn 3. And we will get that turn 4 activation, which is kind of crazy. Do they have removal for a Belcher? Maybe they don't. Well, who knows if they're trying to rope me out here or not, but I think if they had removal, they would have played it already. So, okay, yeah, just wedding announcements. Perfect. All right, we got him. So that is Belcher to the face, and we are GG out of here. Well, to be honest, when I first designed this deck, I thought we'd be doing a lot more of the Beseech the Mirror combo, but turns out it's kind of just good to have a bunch of Dark Rituals. Who would have thought? Anyway, that was round 3. We got round 4 coming up, so stay tuned. All right, we've queued into round 4 here, and we have a not super great hand. Would like some acceleration, so I'm going to mulligan. I guess that is just a Belcher. Now that is a consideration to make. Do I want to just go for a turn 4 Belcher? I think I'm down to try it. What do we put back then? I almost want to say our second Shatterskull, or maybe... Yeah, maybe our second Shatterskull is what goes back. Because I would like to pivot to Shieldred at some point. I think if Belcher doesn't go out the way we planned, then it definitely needs to be Shieldred. So, we put back a land. Block of Predation. Alright, a second tapped land. We don't need to... We're not forced to play the Bowmasters right now, so we'll wait. Hagra Mauling? I mean, sure, all the black lands. Let's go. Let's see if opponent makes a play this turn. I really hope that they do. It's Rhystic Study. Okay. Well, you will get a draw out of this. Let's just show only black mana. Pay 3 life. That is a Belcher. We attack for 2. Alright, do they have removal for my artifact? They are going to give me back my Bowmasters, okay. And it looks like that is just a Charbelcher to the face, I believe. Does this resolve or do they have Stifle? Alright, and we do it. Really not exactly how I expected to combo off in this deck, but that is a win, so we'll take it. That's round 4 in the bag. We got a pretty quick one there. Let's hop into round 5 and finish this one off. Alright, here we go. This is the 5th and final round. We actually have managed to find a hand that contains no lands. This one's got 3, and it does actually just straight up have a Goblin Charbelcher. I guess I'll keep this one. Alright, so we'll start with the Malakir Rebirth. Doesn't really matter. But we'll turn to Thoughtseize our opponent. Lunarch Veteran, so life gain is the move. We're going to have to take whatever does not kill us quickly. Okay, so Late on Arms, that is a problem for us. That's kind of a big problem for us. It is a sorcery though, so once we start our combo, assuming that the Sedgemoor Witch lives, it should be fine. Resplendent Marshal sucks. Guardian of Giriper, that also is not great. Bishop of Wings is probably the thing that I want to get rid of because it is the biggest life gain card that they appear to play. Alright, here's Mizzix's Mastery. We play a red source here, get ready for our Sedgemoor Witch. Another Lunarch Veteran. We gotta be careful on the life that our opponent has. Alright, and that is Beseech the Mirror here, so we'll go Hagra Mauling here, play our Sedgemoor Witch. And we can do 2 things. One, we can play our Belcher. Either that gets dealt with, and we have to find something else to do, or we just kill our opponent. Okay, I guess we're just going to Swords to Plowshares us. I was going to say that the backup plan was we played Belcher, and then we have the choice of either killing with Beseech combo, or just doing the Belcher thing. Looks like Belcher's just going to be the move here. Alright, well, we'll put this in tapped. And that's a Goblin Charbelcher. Let's see if you have exile-based removal for that. I am thinking that they're not going to have enough. Resplendent Marshal, sure. They go to 26, but that will not be enough life. We have 50 cards left in deck. Sure. They get to hit us for 6 here, and then we get to Belcher them. Alright, and we have successfully done it. That is Belcher combo right to the face. Alright, and that brings us to the end of the series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely, I think my thoughts after doing this deck series is kind of the following. So, this is a pretty quick format. We're seeing a lot of big disruption-based strategies. We're seeing a lot of very quick decks in both the mono black control and the Is It Delver decks. Both of those seem to be emerging as like the kind of, oh, I guess mono red is also pretty strong. Those are kind of emerging as the more meta options that you can take. And I think that this was a pretty good litmus test for how the Belcher style decks are going to play. And they're a little slow, I would say, in comparison. This one in particular depends a lot on permanence, so I will have to revisit the Is It Belcher, which I think could still be pretty strong in the format. But Rakdos, unfortunately, I don't think is going to make it, even with the access to the Dark Rituals. You need to have a very specific hand for it to work, and then beyond that, it's not super consistent. But hey, maybe you guys have been working on it on your own, and maybe you have some tech that I'm not aware of. So if you have something that you'd like to share, I'm definitely all ears and would like to, give it to go in my own testing. So let me know in the comments below. That being said, that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Check out the deck list in the description if you want to try to theory craft on your own. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Helps me out a bunch. That's all for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one for more exploration of historic and timeless. Here we go.